Hey guys, it's John again with the Curtins For You Podcast. This is going to be part 2 of the I went to a kid's birthday party episode. Jamie is going to be joining me just because, frankly, it was pretty ridiculous and pretty funny. And
they were my people.
They are indeed Jamie's people. They were her friends. whose birthday party that we went to.
I don't think it's that different than any other kid's birthday party. Like, I think it's pretty general.
I would say that that's almost true, except for the fact that one of the children said that he would beat me up, and then also threatened to beat you up. So again,
it was different.
Again, this is John with the Curtins For You Podcast. I guess this will be an official part 2 of I went to a child's birthday party, but I wanted Jamie to hop on here because it was ridiculous. So anyway, I spoke a bit about the fact that there was a kid who threatened to beat up both Jamie and I.
Okay.
Jamie has a bit to say on this subject, so we'll let her.
He didn't quite threaten to beat me up. We kind of did a little back and forth situation, at which point he said to me, "Why don't you just go cry in the bathroom?" And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Just cry in the bathroom. Just go and cry in the bathroom." And I thought that was like a pretty big bully type move, and I was shocked. I've known this kid since he was a little bitty baby, and it was nuts because it was this little guy that a couple years ago, at one of his birthdays, that he began the whole thing where he would open up a birthday gift. He'd be like, "Oh, great, chuck it aside." Open up a birthday gift, chuck it aside. And I had pretty much felt good about being the aunt that gave educational gifts, and he probably hated me for it. And this year, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to give him something fun. So I got him this crazy Batman mask, and it went over his head, and it had these different functions where it would change your voice.
Yeah. They have a Darth Vader version.
Well,
of that, yeah.
It was nuts, and when he realized what it did, he was way too into it, and it was scary. And I love him to pieces.
So I'll be honest. This is the first time I met this kid, and there was at one point while some of the children were riding the pony that was there, that he looked exactly like Patrick Bateman, looking with dead eyes at almost everyone as he attacked other adults that were at the party. It was a very special moment in my life to meet a potential a potential nut job.
I wish I could say I'm shocked, but no, I'm really not. No, I've seen those eyes before.
Yeah, there's no reason to be shocked. He's got dead eyes, kind of like Bill Murray in Life Aquatic. He's got the crazy eyes.
No, these are worse.
Yeah, no, they are worse. They are Patrick Bateman. Cold eyes. He's got just dead eyes.
He's just waiting for Huey Lewis in the news to go playing in the background. But
oh my god, yeah.
But yeah. It's nuts. And to then tell the parents hey, this is what your kid said, and be like, oh yeah, he's gonna be punished. And I don't know. I don't want to get too serious or whatever. It was just funny and terrifying at the same time
to meet a kid that was just so boldly bully and clearly just didn't realize what he was doing. And if he did realize what he was doing, good God, that's even worse. Because there are 3 or 4 times where I thought about just tripping him or just pushing him over.
For the love of Betsy, to like tell somebody to go cry in the bathroom. If he's saying this to a grown person, could you only imagine what he's saying to a kid his own age? Or how that kid his own age will take that? Yeah. That's horrifying.
Yeah. It's scary, too, that this is not something that, like, happened during COVID. This is something that he's been this way prior to COVID. So it's not like he was, hurting, from a year of weirdness.
And he's got these parents and grandparents who are doting and love on him, and maybe a bit too much.
Yeah, when you say doting, it's definitely more of just completely spoiling him to the point where he thinks he can beat up adults.
Well, the thing is, like, you have one parent who is the disciplinarian, the other one who is,
not...
not so much. It must be confusing for a kid, but at the end of the day, come on, like...
I don't know. I don't know if my parents even bother ever listening to this, but my mom was definitely the enforcer, and my dad definitely was not, and, I never got mixed messages where I thought I could just tell adults I'd beat them up. Or tell a woman to go cry in the bathroom. Like what? Like if I said that to you and you were angry at me for some reason,
if a grown man said that to me,
smack me.
If a grown man said it to me in a certain circumstance, I'd be like, what the F?
Yeah, you'd probably smack me.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it was ridiculous. I touched previously on the other episode about the petting zoo. That needs to just end. And then also, I was curious about goodie bags. Do you guys remember, like, at the end of a birthday party, like, when you were young, you'd get a goodie bag? Yeah. Like, I remember some of the more bold people would give out fish.
What? No,
like
that's
goldfish.
Yeah, no, you
or
can't
like
do
the
that.
Japanese little fighting fish guys.
You can't do that.
Well, it was a very bold move because then you're forcing parents to have to buy a tank.
Yeah,
and,
no, we never did that.
Well, I had a friend, I don't remember whose birthday party I went to, and I came back with a fish, and the story of the fish is this. I had the fish for about 6 hours. It was happily swimming in its tank. I fed it a quarter of a bottle of fish food, and it ate itself to death. And I was at the age where I had no idea sort of what that meant. So we ended up burying this little fish in our garden, and I put a Post-it note on the tree that said, "I hope that there is water in fish heaven so you can swim." Something along those lines.
It's really sweet, though. It's a lovely sentiment.
It's always reminded me of the David Foster Wallace joke with the elderly fish swimming by 2 younger fish, and he goes, "Water's nice today, huh, guys?" And the 2 younger fish look over at each other and they go, "What's water?" So, anyway, shout out to David Foster Wallace, probably my favorite contemporary writer. Infinite Jest is the book of all books. If you have read Infinite Jest, I commend you. It takes me about a year to read. I would be amazed if people read it faster than that, but it's an incredible book. Infinite Jest, David Foster Wallace. Make sure to check that out. Anyway, so with Jamie on the podcast, let's see if Jamie has any ideas about what she would like to talk about. Do you have any ideas of what you would like to talk about, Jamie?
I would like to talk about the pressure of being a little kid and having to come up with something unique for your birthday party. It was stressful.
So I cannot relate to this at all. I don't remember ever worrying about my birthday party.
Like, your birthday party should not be stressful, but you're like a little kid, and you're growing up in Lower Fairfield County, and you're like, okay, well, so-and-so did this, so what are we gonna do?
I mean, that's more of a parents trying to...
No. But it's not only the parents. Like, even as a little kid in elementary school, you feel it. What are we gonna give as the goodie bag?
I don't remember that pressure at all. But then again, my life was probably a little bit different growing up than yours. Birthday parties were not something that were high on my priority list as a kid. In fact, when I think about it, I'm not sure if I ever really had a birthday party. I definitely had friends over on my birthday, but never a real party. And then later in life, my birthday is August 16th, so it falls right smack dab in the center of festival season. So I've been lucky enough to see a lot of festivals on my birthday, which has been awesome, given sort of different age range. But I never had any anxiety about birthday parties as a kid. That sounds stressful and strange for a kid to be so worried about their birthday party. I mean, I guess I see it on TV, like people... characters being nervous about their birthday parties.
It's kind of like elementary school. Like, yeah, it was kind of like, oh, what are we gonna do? And I was a September birthday, so everyone was coming back into school. So you're like,
yeah,
who are my people? Are my people still my people? And are these same people gonna want to come to my party? Granted, come middle school, you have your people. They're there. They're secure, and then you do your, your crazy slumber party. And all of that good stuff, but up until 4th, 5th grade, especially being a new kid into the area, you're like, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure.
I could see being
who has a pool party? You can't have a pool party in September. I mean, I guess you can, but
I mean, you could. It depends,
not
but
if you don't have a pool.
But I mean, I think you and I just have a different experience growing up in regards to birthday parties.
Absolutely.
I can't really relate to the anxiety of having a birthday party. Something though that I did think of, because we were talking to a bunch of people at this party, adults, not this kid who's trying to kill everybody, but we were talking about what to watch, what shows are on TV right now that are worth watching. I would like to think that my taste in film and TV content is excellent. I think Jamie would probably agree, although Jamie doesn't like some of the darker stuff that I watch. I think, she gets scared.
I might like it, but I just can't watch it.
Yeah, it's scary.
Or scary or just disturbing, and I don't want to, do that to myself.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
Anyway, so yeah, some stuff that's been on TV that we think's worth watching. I'm going to kick it off with Central Park, since season 2, the first few episodes just came out yesterday. Central Park's on Apple TV Plus. It is a cartoon, but it's an animated series, and about half of it, I would say, is a musical, or songs. The songs are great. They've got a variety. They have from sort of like gospel-ish songs to rock songs. They have hip-hop songs going on. The actors or the voiceover actors, whatever, for Central Park are unbelievable. That is really high on my list of shows to